All right, y'all. For those of you that have been following along with my Lifeboat book and my Building Thinking Classrooms and Thinking Deeply in the battles we've done, we just finished it up today, but I'm going to show you the battle that we had. So I gave them 6 dot questions. They had to answer all of them, and we competed in a battle. They answered all of them on a piece of paper, front and back. Had 3 questions. They had to answer the question fully. That was their grade. The battle was just for fun. So follow along, and I'm going to show you in the next video what the incentive was. But let's take a look at the battle. Okay, so this is an example. I teach 8th grade. So this was 3 of the questions. So they had to analyze how decision made by a survivor. Then they had to compare and contrast. And then they had to infer what may have happened. So these were 3 questions, and you can see, I'll give you a chance. You can see what an 8th grader would write. And let's look at the other side. I kind of flipped the name so you couldn't see who it was. And then this was the other side. So they had to evaluate, synthesize, and develop. This was an alternative ending. And so this is what an 8th grader would actually write. I'm going to show you another example. All right, this is another student's. Same questions. They all had to answer all of the questions. They worked in groups. I used Grouper to put them together in groups. So they did work in groups. Let's look at the other side. And they came up with the questions, but everybody had to fill this out for a grade. And so there were the questions. Now let me show you what they did for battle. So for example, this was question number 2. I had the question right here. And then they put their cards up with their group's best answer. And this, for example, was my winner for question number 2. And we did that for all 6 questions. And then check the next video for their incentive.